Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to season 14, episode 19, overall 734 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles and Cadillac vehicles as well. You can call the dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership has been family run and operated here in the city of Guelph since 1969. I hope everyone is doing well on this hot, humid, smoky Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. And I want to say thank you to everyone who sponsored me for the Run for Paws event today, a fundraiser for the Cambridge District Humane Society. I did it this afternoon, even in poor air quality conditions here due to the fires, and I ran the 40-yard dash in 8.24 seconds as recorded by Nick Small. And I want to say thank you to everyone for sponsoring me. I raised almost $300 for the Cambridge District Humane Society, and I proved I can still run 40 yards in 8.24 seconds. And most importantly, besides raising the money for the Cambridge District Humane Society, which was number one, I was able to avoid injuries. No knee injuries, no hamstrings, no foot injuries. So I am feeling good right now, and I'm going to sleep well tonight. I hope everyone is doing well. I can't believe it's already the middle of July. Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. And I'm excited to have my guest on tonight. It's her first appearance on our show. We met through Threads, and she is a certified life coach. She's an author and a content creator from Fort Wayne, Texas. Hopefully she's not a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I won't hold it against her if she is. And her name is Tiara Brown, and we're going to bring her on right now, and we're going to talk a little bit about herself and her book and being a content creator and a certified life coach.
Hello,
how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Did I get your first name right then?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I apologize. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Chris. Thank you for inviting me onto your show.
You're very welcome. And how are you doing? And how's the weather in Fort Wayne, Texas, I believe you're from?
Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, it is hot. It is so hot. It's like that type of hot that you get angry out of nowhere. You just like, you step outside like, I'm mad. Because it don't make no sense. It's this hot. But it's
mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, yeah, it's super hot, but today we actually got rain. We actually got rain today.
You're lucky. We need rain here. Our summers here in the Toronto area are hot and humid. And right now we have some, not in my area, but there's some fires up in northern part of Ontario. So there's smoke and all that going on right now, poor air conditions. So hopefully we get cooler temperatures and some rain soon.
Oh, yes. I was excited for the rain. I'm like, I know it's not raining outside because it's been hot. So I was so happy to get some rain today.
Is Texas heat humid like it is here, or is it more of a dry heat?
I would say it's more like a dry heat.
Okay, our heat is humid. That's what really affects everybody. Is we have our 4 seasons here. Everybody in the States knows, winter and that, but we have our spring, we have our summer, and we have our fall. My favorite times of the year are fall and summer.
Oh, yeah. I bet it feels really nice.
Fall and winter.
Fall, winter. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot here. Have you ever been to Canada before?
No, I have never. I would
What's
love that. I believe that's on my bucket list. I do want to go visit.
what's the one thing you know about Canada besides me?
I think Drake is from Canada.
He's from Toronto, and I've met him
Oh,
before. He likes to gamble. Where I
oh
used to work, he would bring his entourage at nighttime into the
Lord.
casino,
Really?
into a private room and gamble. Yes,
Oh, wow. Drake.
Drake. Yep.
Oh, gambling?
He
What? He's
likes.
like,
Yeah,
shoot, I got money. Might as well.
yeah. He's got lots of it. But yeah, he is from Toronto, which is about an hour from me as well.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yep.
okay, okay, okay. It ain't much, but I know a little something.
Yes, yes. So you get a point for that. Now,
Okay.
what are you? Are you originally from the state of Texas? Are you
Yes,
originally from
I
there?
am born and
Yeah.
raised. Yes.
What do you like the most about Texas? What's the one thing particular about your home state you enjoy the most?
Let's see what I like the most. Not the weather. Definitely not the weather. That's the least. I would have to say we do have good food. I would say that it's a variety of food, and like you can go to every city and get something different. And I love that because it's like you got that real soul food, like people they put they arms, legs, and feet in this food, so it's like it's seasoned with love. So I would definitely say the food here is amazing.
For somebody like myself who has never been to Texas, what would you recommend?
I would definitely say because I feel like we are the state known for barbecue. So I would say barbecue for sure. Like the any place out here that has good barbecue, falling off the bone, definitely. I would recommend we would if you would come out here, Chris, I'm taking you to Falling Off the Bone barbecue. They got some good and it the name of it, Falling Off the Bone, is literally meat falling off the bone.
And I'm a foodie too, and I love steak, and I like my
Oh.
barbecue sauce.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. So you'll love it. I would definitely say the food. The food is amazing.
Now, I wanted to ask you a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
I'm based in the Toronto area, but can you just tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Tiarakatrice Brown. I know it looks like two names in one, and that's because my mom liked Tiara and my granny liked it Catrice. So they just came together and was like, how about we just put it together? So that's why it's Tiarakatrice Brown, but I just have people just call me Tiara for short. So I feel like my name is very unique. And a fun fact, in elementary school, I thought Catrice was my middle name. And so my mom was like, no, that is your first name. But so yeah, so my name is Tiarakatrice. I am 35. I'll be 36 next Saturday. My birthday is next Saturday, July the
Happy
25th.
happy birthday. And my birthday was on June 29th.
Yay! Well, happy belated birthday, Chris. So
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. And right now, I'm a very people person. I love making people smile. I love just being a positive attitude for people, and I feel like when people interact with me, that they that's what they're going to get from me. They're going to get that Tiarakatrice is so bubbly. She's such a friendly person to a certain extent, because I got to the place where I don't want anybody taking my kindness for weakness. But I got to the place where I know my boundaries, and I'm just, I love traveling. I didn't been to Iceland, which I
Really?
love. Yes, Iceland was so amazing. I didn't also been to where else cool place I've been. I would have to say Iceland was just like the place that I would just say that was so amazing. Um, let's see. I do plan on going to more countries. I do want to go to Greece, but I just love traveling. I feel like the world is meant to see, and I want to see beyond what Texas has to offer because I've been here so long. So I do want to travel more. I love just being in my own space. I love going to the lake, sitting by the lake, and just being out in nature. I'm a nature person as well. And I love cooking. I love cooking. I love trying new recipes.
On my way
And
over.
yes, I do. I love cooking. I love trying new recipes. I'm not a good baker, but I'm gonna leave that. But I will cook you a nice meal.
I
But
have
yeah,
to
other
ask
than
you.
that,
Yeah,
huh?
I have to ask you about this Iceland. How long of a flight was it out to Iceland, and what did you enjoy the most about it?
Yeah, okay. So it took us about a day. It took us about a day and a half. A day and a half. And when I tell you, the people are so amazing. Oh, I another off topic, Chris. I've been to Bangkok as well. That's another one. I went there on my anniversary. Shout out to my baby. We went to Bangkok for my anniversary. But Iceland was amazing. The people was there, and they have these amazing hot dogs. I don't know if you probably know, but they're famous for their hot dogs. When I tell you that's all I ate out there,
Wow.
they was that good. They was that good. I had a hot dog like every single day. I'm like, what's the hype with these hot dogs? And now that I see, I was like, yeah, these hot dogs. I was like, I don't even want nothing else. I would eat these hot dogs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But other than that, and I love the Black Sea. Not the Black Sea, the Black Sand. It's like you can go to their beach, and it's a black sand beach. It was really nice. And but it's
I have
cold.
a
It's really cold.
the cool.
Very
Yes.
cold.
So dress warmly when you go there.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You have to, because that I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that cold. No, it is freezing. It's not called Iceland for no reason.
Is English their number one language there in Iceland?
You know what? All the people that I interact with, yeah, they spoke pretty good English. Pretty good English, yeah. I would
By
have
the
to
way,
say, yeah.
we have a viewer watching on YouTube. His name is Clarence Johnson. He says Greece. I think you know him.
Oh, okay. That's my next place. I definitely want to go to Greece. I definitely want to go to Greece.
And Canada too.
And Canada too. Yeah, so I can meet Chris and we can go get some good barbecue. I want to see how y'all barbecue tastes out there.
Western Canada. I'm on the east part of Canada, but the west part of Canada, like Alberta, they love their barbecues out there. So the barbecues are
Ooh.
popular here, but Western Canada, it's a bigger deal.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's
Alberta,
awesome.
Western Canada is Alberta kind of reminds me of Texas.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah,
can see it.
yeah, definitely. So, all right. We just asked you a little bit about yourself.
Yes.
Now, where did you attend school, and who were some of your early influences and mentors in your life?
I went to Easton Hills High School. I graduated from there. And some of my influencers, like you mean like on like YouTube or just like in life in general?
In life in general.
Some of my influencers, I would say, like, I know when I was in high school, I was in the yearbook committee for all 4 years. I was in it ninth, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And I would definitely say the teacher, I can't remember her name, but she was definitely an amazing influencer. Like, she really believed in me. Like, she was like, you're talented, and like she wanted me to continue to be in the yearbook committee because how creative I was. And I felt like that's when I really recognized that, I'm really meant to do this, creation, like content creation, because she's seen something in me as far as like how I would put, the pictures together, how I would, rearrange stuff in the yearbook. And she was like, I gotta have you all these years. Like you are thinking like outside the box than all the other kids that was in the yearbook committee with us. She was saying that I had more, good ideas that wasn't really just basic. Like I was really putting thought into it. So I felt like she was definitely, the opening of me really like, okay, maybe it is something in me, that I could, do. And I would say my granny, my granny, she was really an influencer in my life. She passed away last year to cancer,
I'm so
but
sorry.
yeah, no, it's fine. And she was really she really motivated me. She really believed in me as well. When like I would put up, encouraging videos, when I would put up inspiring videos or whatever the sort, my granny will always like, you got something in you. And she was like, you need the world to see. And I'm like, Granny, it's just me. I'm just Tiarakatrice. I'm just a little Texas girl. And she was like, no, it's more to you. So my granny will be, someone that I really, looked at as a mentor, and someone that really influenced me as well to just continue to do what I was doing. Other than YouTubers too, it was a YouTuber that I watched growing up. Her name was Kennedy Simone. I don't know if you know her or anything, but I watched her grow up, and I really see, her become the woman that she is today, and that inspired me too. Like I want to be a YouTuber. Like I see, what she's doing. I can do that too. And watching her journey really helped me to also grow, in the YouTube industry as well. So definitely.
YouTube, I've been on YouTube since 2012, and it's a lot of work. I've been on there 14 years, and it's a lot of work, but
It
you just have
is.
to be consistent, and just do your best and try to post regularly. Yes, it is really hard. I have another viewer watching on YouTube, CMSW 1990. We love a traveling girly.
Yes, yes. I went to high school with her. Hello.
Well, thank you so much for watching our show. And if you have questions for either one of us, please feel free to type in the comments section as well.
Yes.
What was your inspiration? What was your inspiration, Tiara, behind your book, The Life Inside Me, A Journey of Faith, Grief, and Becoming?
Whoo, this is my baby. So when I actually have a copy of my book right here. Um, when I tell you I started writing, okay, so let me tell you a backstory. Hopefully, I'm not gonna talk too long. um, I was at work one day, and one of my coworkers had ended up bringing me a journal. It was like a real thick pink journal. I remember it like it was nothing. And on the front of the journal, it says "You Sparkle." And she came to me and she was like, God placed this on my heart to give you this journal because he wants you to write. And I'm just like, okay, okay, and I was like, and it's cute too. I'm like, yeah, give me my journal so I can write. And when I began to write in my journal, God was placing in me, you are meant to be an author. I want you to write in this book, and this is going to be the book. And I want you to name it The Life Inside Me. And in that time, I'm just like, God, me? Like, I always question, like, me. I never could see myself being an author. I could never see myself being any of these things that people actually saw in me. But people saw it. I just didn't see it because I'm just like, it's just me. Like, I'm just a basic, girl, like from Texas, that just likes to be goofy and a people person, friendly. So when she came to me, and as I began to write, because I love writing, I love writing. When I tell you I can write, I began to write, and then God began to speak to me like, this journal that you have, this is going to be your book. But over the years, I did start to put it on the back burner because I just didn't really believe that I was meant to write a book. I'm like, I'm still at this time, I'm still in school and I'm still trying to figure out stuff. I'm like, I don't have time. So as the years grew, it took about almost 15 years for me to actually put, time and effort into my book until, I got to this place where I was able to finish it. But what inspired me was when God placed it in me, the life inside me, he wanted me to write down everything that I have endured and everything that was becoming in my life. Because I experienced, just like all of us, I experienced, heartbreak, grief, and my book is basically, in spite of your trials and tribulations, that you can still become who God has called you to be. And it's basically about finding my true identity. Because like I said, I didn't believe, like, everybody was like, you're gonna be an author, you're gonna be a speaker, you're gonna be a motivational, you're gonna be a life coach. But I didn't see those things. So when I really dug deep into my true identity, and that's what my book represents, when I really dig deep and like, okay, I am meant to be these things, because God wouldn't be placing this in me if it wasn't meant for me to do this. That's when I began to dig deeper into my identity, and I created the life inside me where, I just talk about, how I was bullied in, middle school. Kids used to talk about me and, did terrible things to me. And, but that still didn't determine, who I was meant to be. Like, in spite of all of that, I was still going to be who God wanted me to be. And even though in that process I was still writing the book, and sometimes I would put it on the back burner, I feel like that was still part of my journey as well, because when I lost my granny ended up being a part of my story, and she's actually also in my book as well. So I feel like even though I took time off, God was like, you're not, even though I was taking a break, I feel like God was telling me that you still got some stories to tell in the book. Because like I said, my granny, became a part of, me talking about grief, because grief is a hard thing to overcome. But, I talk about that in my book as well. Just overcome, like, those trials and tribulations. It's hard, overcoming all those things. So basically that's what my book is about, that in spite of everything that you might be facing or dealing with in life, you can still finish the book. You can still finish the career. You can still be who God has called you to be.
By the way, one of my guests last night who was on, Joan Blair, she is watching us on LinkedIn. She says, I love a good, inspiring story. So perhaps maybe she might be interested in purchasing your book as well. She's a good person too, by the way.
Yes, thank you. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And I have some more comments here. Clarence Johnson wants to know, he's watching on YouTube. Thank you, buddy. Where we can purchase your book. And CMSW 1990 wants to know, will you be writing another book?
Okay, so yes, to answer that question, that's confirmation, because I do plan on writing another book. I just didn't want to put it out there yet, but I do plan on writing another book, which I'm excited about. And this will be just deeper into, the life inside me. So it'll be just a deeper, a second part of the life inside me. And you can purchase my book on Amazon, and all you have to do is put Tiarakatrice and the life inside me, and it should pop up.
I'll have to buy an autographed copy because
Yes, I got you, Chris. I got
thank you.
you.
Well, thank you. Cause we've all gone through bullying at some point in our life.
Yes.
And also, did you ever experience people belittling you too?
Yes, I did. I really did, especially in middle school. When I tell you, kids did everything in their power to just make me feel terrible, so terrible. And I feel like that's what really made me truly dig into my identity of who I was. Because when I tell you, Chris, kids used to put gum in my seat just so when I come to class, I can sit on it and get up and have gun stains on the back of my pants. It was terrible. It was some days I had to tell my mom that I just didn't feel good, just because I didn't want to go to school, but I just didn't want the kids, belittling me, or, making fun of me or pushing me down the hill. It was terrible. It was so terrible. And it didn't stop until I got into high school, when I actually put my feet down. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna tolerate this. I know my worth. You're not gonna belittle me. You're not gonna, you're not gonna do that. And I had to really set those boundaries.
Do you find belittling has increased with social media and the internet in the last 10 years?
Yeah, I feel definitely. I feel like a lot of people sometimes, I feel like they do take. Don't get me wrong, criticism is good, but I feel like it's a way that how you're saying it, or like how you're presenting it. So I feel like I would definitely say yes. I would say yes.
Now, I wanted to ask you this, Tiara. What was the writing process like, and did you ever experience any block? Any writer's block when you're writing this book?
Oh my God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The writing process, it took me a long time. It really did. Because when I started writing, I always thought that I had to have like everything, in order. But what I have learned in doing just research, just write. When you're, I would say, if you're in the process of writing a book, I would just say just write. You can get the chapters together. You can get, your the cover, the back. You can do all of that after you write everything. Just write, because when I first started writing, I always thought that, I'm like, okay, well, in this chapter I got to put all of this. Okay, then this chapter is going to be like this. But what I learned, just write. You'll be able to, rearrange stuff after because I feel like once you focus on, like, okay, this chapter needs to be this, and that chapter needs to this number, you're gonna lose, like, track on just writing. You're gonna lose sight. So just write, and then at the end you'll be able to sort all of that out. So yeah, it was definitely tough, and it took me a while. It took me a good 14 to 15 years to really just complete it. But that was because I did have stops in between.
Joan Blair is watching on LinkedIn. Again, she was on my show last night. She says, I will definitely check out that book. Thank you,
Yes.
Joan.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
And I love connecting some of my guests with my other guests too. Big thing is connecting and networking nowadays too. Wanted to ask you this too. For those people that are watching our show live stream right now or later on audio, and somebody out there is looking to write their own book about their own story, what advice would you give to them from your experience?
I would say basically what I just said. Just when you're going in, make sure, of course, this is something that definitely that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to write a book, and you want to put, because I know they have different type of story. My story was just, my story, the life inside me. But if you want to do, I know people do nonfiction, real romance, whatever you want to do, make sure that it's something that you want to do, because your audience is going to tell through the pages, like in your book. They're gonna know, like, or if you just writing something just to be writing something to just put it out there. Like, my book, I want my readers to have that connection. Like, I want them to feel like, man, that was me. I felt the same way. I went through that. I know what she's going through. Like, I want them to have that connection with me. I want them to feel every part of me in each page. So make sure, I would just say, when you're writing, make sure that you have a heart, and make sure that you're putting your sweat and tears into it. Whether it's not real or not, you want your artists to really feel you in every page. And just to know that, it is a process, and just go in. Don't have it in your mind that you have to have everything, like, I have to have 12 chapters, I got to make sure that it's 107 pages. Just write, and then you'll be able to rearrange and put everything in order towards the end. That's what I will give.
Clarence Johnson is watching on YouTube. He's got another comment. He wants to say your writing process, particular dealing with writer's block, is very similar to composing music. Nice.
Yes, 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 absolutely. I would definitely agree. Definitely agree. I'm not a singer or a writer or anything, but I feel like, especially in your lyrics and when you're singing, you want people to connect with, whether it's pain, whether it's happiness, you want them to connect with that. Because I feel like if your audience is not connecting with whatever you're singing, whatever you're writing, I feel like it's not gonna really, they're gonna be like, yeah, put this book down or change this song.
What are your thoughts on creativity nowadays shrinking with AI?
Oh, AI is really taking over. It really is. It's like it is really I some things like I would get on social media and I literally think I was just on social media, I think on TikTok, and I seen a movie theater and I was like, oh, I wanna do this because it looked in the movie theater, it was like water coming down, and then it was like I'm just like, they got that in movie theaters? I was like, oh, and I'm looking up trying to figure out where this movie place at because I definitely want to experience that, and it was AI. And I wasn't paying attention to the little AI sign, but I just got excited because I'm like, oh, this is something I want to do. So it's like it's so hard nowadays to know, which is it's not a bad thing, it's pretty cool to see, what you could experience if we could, but it's tricky. It's very tricky to know, what's real nowadays and what's not.
Especially on social media, you have to be
Yeah.
careful because you don't. Some of the AI is so legit. Now, I think if you use it the right way, it's a good tool. But unfortunately, some bad people are going to use it for bad things. Unfortunately,
Yes. Unfortunately, yes. I feel like it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time where bad people are going to like get into it and start using it, because what we're using it, some people are using it for good things, and then you'll get those people like, oh, well, let's do this. So it's kind of scary. It really is.
do you find with writing books nowadays, with everything going to digital, do you find hard copies of books now are shrinking too?
Yes, definitely. I really, really do. I really do. That was another challenging thing for me as well. Actually putting my book out there, because I'm like, I don't, know if people still buy books. I still buy books. I love buying books. I love reading, but I know everyone is not like me. Some people are good with digital, but I feel like it is going to come a time where, people are not going to want to pick up a book anymore because they're going to have the digital copy, or they'll be able to just, read it like that, which is fine. But I do feel like, you know, us authors, if we do want to do hard copy book, it's going to probably be hard to really launch out there because people are just so used to the digital ones.
Tiara, how therapeutic, I can say it, was writing this book. I know, I tongue twister there, but how therapeutic was this book writing? I'm going to reword this. How therapeutic was this writing the book based on your journey of overcoming adversity in your life?
Um, it was definitely, I wouldn't say it really helped me because writing, it had me go back to places, even though I had to go back to some places that I didn't want to relive anymore. But it wasn't bad because even though I had to relive it because I had to write it, I'm not there anymore. I'm healed. I forgave people. I'm not at that place anymore. So I felt like I really got to a place where I'm like, man, I overcame this. This what would have took me out, what I thought I would have, threw in the towel or gave up on. I actually, I made it through. I actually, got out that heartbreak. Even though I lost my granny, I know that she's in a better place. I don't have to, be sad every day. I know that she's watching me. I know she's looking over me. So it was definitely therapeutic because even though I had to relive some moments, but it really showed me that, and it took me back to the place that, like, I am strong. I am a strong woman to go through everything that I had went through, and to come out on the other side and be where I am today.
How did you come about the title of this book? And was this book self-published or traditional way of publishing?
So my book was self-published. I did it myself on Amazon. And how did I come about the title? I was literally at work, and I had a piece of paper, and I was trying to write because the the cover, what I wanted to be on my cover, was not the cover that I designed. So that's another thing too. When you're writing, like, you'll have what you want, because I wrote down, like, I drew my design of what I wanted, but when I seen, I was like, I wanted to be me. I wanted to be me on the front cover. And when I came up with the life inside me, I came up with the life inside me because this is everything that I went through in my life. Like, this is my story, because can't no one tell my story but me. So that's why I came up with the title, The Life Inside Me. And then I changed my cover to a picture of me because it's representing me. And I felt like this serious look, like, I don't know, it gave me that like, this is the life inside me, if that makes sense.
Do you find more and more people now are self-publishing nowadays?
Yes, I really do. I really do. Like, when I was doing my research on, putting my book out there, when I wanted to begin, I read a lot of people was just wanting to do self-publish themselves.
I have a viewer watching from Buffalo, New York. His name is Rob Schneider. He has his own podcast show, the 716 Sports Blizzard. He says, hi, Chris, and he wants to say hi, Tiara, and he's a big Buffalo Bills fan.
Hi.
He's always watching my shows, and he's very supportive as well.
Super support. I love that.
Absolutely. And surround yourself with positive, high energy people. Because when I look for guests, I'm looking for someone who's positive and has a good energy about them. Because people that are negative and toxic, they can just suck the life out of you.
They can. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What do you want your readers to take from your book about overcoming adversity from your experiences?
Really, I would say I would want my readers to take, as I always say, in spite of everything that you have endured, because a lot of times we often go through so many, situations, so many outcomes that don't turn out in our favor. And then we lose sight of ourselves and we lose peace because we're at a place like, oh man, this happened, this tragic happened. I can't, receive the blessing that God has for me, or I can't be this successful, author or this successful content creator. So I want, my readers to get that in spite of everything, in spite of your trials, in spite of your tribulations, meaning the good, meaning the bad, that you can still come out on top. You can still win. You can still be successful. You can still make it. So I really want them to see that in spite of everything, it don't matter how hard your life is, whether you from the trenches, whether you grew up not having much money, God can still turn it around just like that. God can still work a miracle in your life, and you can still come out on top, and you can still win. So that's what I would just really want my readers to know with my book, that you can still come out on top in spite of your trials and tribulations.
Again, another viewer watching on YouTube, RJV, he says, how did you overcome the exposure with what comes telling your story? Great question.
What do you say? What is that? Okay, how did you overcome?
You overcome the exposure with telling your story.
Like, meaning, what did I like having everybody like know about my book?
Yeah, yes, I think that's what he means with that question.
I would definitely say, well, I know, like, as far as like my family, they was really shocked, because when I tell you, I really just kept everything to myself because I didn't want any distractions. I didn't really want to like speak too much to my family or my friends about my book, because I feel like when you have too many hands on what it is that you're trying to do and too many ears, a lot of people can talk you out of your blessing. A lot of people can talk you out of doing what it is that God has called you to do. And I knew God has called me to do this, so I didn't really want too many ears. I didn't really want my family members, in my ear about you writing a book, or or whatever. I wanted it to be just me and me writing my book. So when I did publish my book, my family, they were just like shocked. They was like, you wrote a book? I'm like, yes, like it's out here. And even on like social media, it was a lot of people that just didn't believe that, little old me, shy me that got talked about and, belittled and, really was shy and didn't really like, you wrote Tiarakatrice, you wrote a book, you were Arthur. So everybody was really just, shocked that I came out with a book.
And I know this from my personal experience. There are certain people that want you to keep playing small too.
Yes, 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 absolutely, absolutely.
And Clarence Johnson is watching on YouTube. He says, "Preach, girl."
Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. You can't have a lot of people. You can't have too many people in your especially what it is that God is trying to do. Sometimes you gotta just keep quiet until it's done, and then when it's
Yep.
done, okay, because too many distractions, too many errors, too many hands on what it is that God is trying to bless you with can hinder, what it is that He's trying to bless you with. So yes.
And we have Jade R.W. Cole, such watching on YouTube. Jade, thank you for watching such an inspirational interview. Thank you, Tara. I really needed this, Tara.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. That means so much to me, of
Now
course.
now. Are you okay still for a little more time because we've had
Yeah,
a lot of
yes,
great questions?
absolutely. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
because we're having a great conversation and there's
We
still a
are.
few more questions I want to ask. Now, is it okay if I play one of your videos from your YouTube channel? Is
Yes,
that
yes.
okay?
Yes, absolutely.
And and it's just it was recently called "Feeling Behind in Life." Let's talk why I grocery shop.
Okay.
That okay to play for a couple minutes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let me put it on right now and let me know if you can hear the audio. I'm the audio guy, so if it doesn't work, we'll fire the audio guy. So 1 second, and we're gonna play this right now. How can people subscribe to your YouTube channel?
Okay, so it's just Tiarakatrice. It's just my name. So once you search in YouTube Tiarakatrice, that's Tiarakatrice, you'll be able to find my YouTube channel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play this clip right now. Feeling behind in life, which we all can relate to. Let's talk why a grocery show content clip that you posted on here. We'll play a couple of minutes of it. Thank you so much, Tiara.
You're welcome.
Was years and years after. I know that feeling because I lived it, I've been there. There were moments where I questioned every single thing, my timing, I questioned my progress, I questioned even myself. Sometimes we get to that place where you even have to question yourself. Are you doing everything that you're supposed to be doing? But recently, what I've been realizing, and I realized something within myself, that growth doesn't always happen in big moments. Sometimes it happens on a regular day like this one, a grocery trip, some staying in a budget, filling up my gas tank, going home, preparing for another week, meal prepping. It may not look exciting to everyone else, but it's evidence that I'm still showing up for the life that I know God is building. And today, I wanted to take you along with me. Can I tell you one thing that I'm learning this season is that discipline isn't going to always look glamorous. It's choosing what serves the future you're praying for, even when nobody is watching. A year ago, I probably would have been comparing my life to someone else. But guess what? Today, I'm learning to appreciate where God has me. And sometimes that's all you have to do in those moments. Just trusting God. I trust the plan that you have for me. I trust your will for my life. And just like this, sticking to a $60 budget isn't just about saving money. It's about becoming a better steward of what I already have. I also want to say this. A few days ago, someone left me a comment on YouTube when I was talking about being monetized. Not being monetized for 17 years. Still not monetized in 17 years. And she left me a comment on my video that really, really stayed with me. They said something that made me really stop and think. It reminded me that sometimes we don't realize how much our words can truly, truly encourage someone. It also made me reflect on something. I've been learning in this season. For a long time, I felt like I was behind in life. Like I felt like I should be further. I should be further in life, especially being on YouTube for almost 17 years. Next year will be 18 years for me. And I'm like, God, I'm still not monetized. I've been doing everything. But then you have to stop and think it comes with strategy. You know, at that time I was young. I was young and I was just following trends. Now that I'm a grown woman, I can really recognize, okay, this is what I want to do. And when I tell you I'm so determined to get the life that I know God has for me, and yeah, it might have took a long time, but I'm determined to, you know, get the audience, build the community that is for me. And I know that God has something amazing in store for me because I know the enemy wouldn't be fighting me this hard. The enemy wouldn't be on me this hard. And then I wouldn't even be in the place that I am right now if I know that God didn't have a purpose or plan for me. So I just wanted to thank that person that commented and all the, feedback that I got on that video. I'm probably still receiving some more feedbacks, but I just want to take the time to thank each and every person that commented on that video and left me so much positivity. Like you just don't know it. You just don't know how someone's words of encouragement can really just shift something in your heart, shift something in the atmosphere, and just help you to like, I'm on the right path. I'm doing this right. So I thank each and every one of you. Just thank you with everything in me. So I just want
Tiara, thank you so much for letting me play that clip.
Yes, absolutely. I got inspired again. I'm
Thoughts
just
on
like,
that clip? Yeah. Thank you so much. And you're right. Positive words, positive energy can really inspire somebody, but negative words can also kind of shrink somebody too.
yes, it really can. It really can. That is true.
Now, as we wrap up your show, Tiara, can you just tell our audience a little bit about being a certified life coach and what was the process like being certified?
Yeah, so when I got certified, I got all my little my little tools and gadgets. So I got my certificate. I got certified February 14th, 2021, and it was I actually, it took me, I would say, it took me about 2 days. It took me 2 days. I had to study, and then I had to take a quiz, and then I passed the quiz. So I got certified in 2 days. And that's only because some people just take a day, but I really go in and I don't rush things. Like I like to read, I like to go in and really put my mind, heart into everything that I do. So that's why it took me a little longer. But the process was definitely smooth. I went through a academy, a school, and like I said, it took me about 2 days to get certified. But it was a wonderful process. Like I learned a lot of things that I didn't even really know, and it just helped me along the way as well. Um, so yeah, the process was definitely smooth. And what was the next question, Chris? You said?
What does a life and coach entail, and what were some of the reasons you became a certified life coach?
Oh yeah, so I became a certified life coach because I love being in that inspiration, and I love encouraging others. Like I have a lot of motivational videos, especially on my TikTok, that I love lifting others up. I felt like for me, it was more than just a title. I wanted to be that person in your corner to give you that nudge, like, you got this. Keep going, keep fighting, keep pushing. And that's why I became a life coach, because I know a lot of people like, oh, the title, like, oh, it's just so big. It wasn't really about the title for me. It was just being that motivation for you. It was me being that, that push, that nudge in your life, that keep going with life. You can do it. When nobody else is there, tears in your corner, you got this. Keep going. And that's what really inspired me, because I want to see everyone win. Like, I'm not a selfish person. I feel like God has blessed all of us, and I feel like our gifts can truly make, room for us. And I just wanted to be that, that extra push, that extra nudge to keep going, to keep fighting. Even if you don't have anybody else, but you have me in your corner. I'm not saying that I'm here to save your life or make everything happen, but I want to be that push that, keep going. You got this. Like, you have purpose. If you wake up every morning, you got breath in your body, you still have a life to live. You still have a purpose to live. So I would definitely say that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to be a life coach.
Do you find envy and jealousy is growing these days?
Yes, absolutely. I really, really do. I was just thinking, well, talking to a friend about that the other day, that I just feel like it has. And I feel like a lot of people are sometimes secretly envy of you, or secretly jealous of you, but then in person or in your face they're smiling, and but because you have that discernment in you, and like something's not right.
Gut
And
feelings.
and you know that, okay, this person must be secretly jealous of me or something. It's just, you can't put your hand on it, but I feel like it has, because I feel like a lot of people see other people with things, especially if it's something that you are doing that they want to do, and I feel like they secretly envy you for it, but not knowing that just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that you can't do it. You might even do it better than me. So I feel like instead of spending that energy, hating the next person on something that you see them doing that you want to do, just put that energy and just working harder towards doing that thing, whatever that thing may look like.
Well, with me, I know my inner circle has shrunk, and I now listen to my gut feelings. If my gut feelings tells me something's not right about a
Yeah.
person, I listen to it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I had to cut a lot of people out, even family. Sometimes you got to cut some of
Yep,
your family members off because, you
done
know,
that. Yep.
yep, you do. And it's sad, but I mean, sometimes you have to cut people out, especially dead weight that's not really contributing to, I look at it like this. It's How can I say this? You have people that deposit in you, and you have people that withdraw from you. And I feel like if you're doing more withdrawals than deposit, and I'm not even talking about money. This is not even about money. Like, if you're doing more withdrawals and you're taking and taking and taking from me, then I gotta let you go, because why are you taking so much from me? And then the fact that I'm letting you take all of this from me. So no, you're draining my energy, and so I'm at a place, I literally had to cut a friend off for almost, I would say, 17, 18 years. I had to cut a friendship off and that's a long time. But it was
Yes.
more, yeah, but it was more withdrawals than deposit. Like, I felt like it was more of that person taking from me
Users, I
than.
call them. Users.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yep.
in so long, everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. Even my family, my mother, everybody's seen it except for me, because I was so used to it. I was so used to, allowing this to happen, because I was used to it. But then I got to that place. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! I can't keep allowing this to happen. And I had to cut it. I had to cut that friendship off. I had to.
What's your thoughts on people pleasing and shrinking?
People pleasing. Well, I would say I was once a people pleaser. I can admit to that. And I feel like when you get to that place of you have to people please, I feel like you are really belittling your own worth, because it's like you are allowing other people to really just control who you are, basically. And I feel like you have to end that, because if you keep on allowing yourself to be a people pleaser, you're gonna always need validation from other people. You're gonna always need a yes from this person or a yes from that person. It's like you're always trying to make the next person happy. You're always trying to, what can I do? It's like you're always trying to do something. And I feel like that puts so much energy, and that drains you. That literally drains you, because it's been times where I didn't put so much time, and I put so much energy into, jobs, into friends, into whatever it is, and it literally left me dry. It left me with nothing. And it was all because I was just wanting that person to be happy with me. I wanted that person to like me, instead of like, okay, if that person don't like you, on to the next. It's billions of other people out here that would love to be my friend, that will love to spend time with me, that will love so yeah,
Not going to
like,
be everybody's cup of tea. And I've learned that in
yes.
media too. Sometimes I reach guests out. I can have all the best guests. I can have good shows, but sometimes somebody, I'm just not their cup of tea. And you got to learn not to take things personally too. And also, yes, cutting negative, toxic people out of your life, whether they're family, friends, or coworkers or neighbors, is a good idea.
Yes, absolutely, Chris. Yes.
I'm going to wrap this up in a couple minutes. But I wanted to get your thoughts on this question. Can you tell our audience how you broke free from playing small, and how can others stop shrinking themselves from your experience?
Yeah, so how I broke free from playing small, I just realized that I am worth more, and I don't have to beg for attention. I don't have to beg for anyone to be in my circle. I don't have to I don't have to do all of that. All I have to do is show up, be me, and I am going to attract the people that is intentional with me, that is loyal to me, that is genuine to me. And God is going to line those people up. Like, I don't have to do little to nothing, but just trust God, do what it is that I know I can do, and give what I can give. And then whoever is meant to be, or whatever is meant to be in my life, whether it's a job, whether it's success, whatever it is, it's going to line up with me. And you said the other question was, how do I stop, how can I help others from shrinking themselves? just
Yeah.
really just really set boundaries. Just really set boundaries, even if it's hard, because I know, like, it's, easier said than done. People can say, okay, well, stop being a people pleaser, stop doing this. I would just really say, give yourself like 3 days. Give yourself 3 days, like, hey, I'm going to set boundaries these 3 days. I'm going to, these next 3 days, I don't care what it is. If I don't feel like it, I'm gonna let my no be no. If you don't feel like doing anything, if you don't feel like going anywhere, be okay with saying no. Cause I was always the type of person, I hate hurting people's feelings. So I
Same
always
here.
feel like, yeah, I always felt like I had to say yes, because I didn't want anybody sad. I didn't want anybody mad at me. Even I would be so tired, and people would want to, hey, Tiara, let's do this, and knowing I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I will say yes, because I don't want them upset with me. I don't want them angry. But that's not healthy for me. So I feel like I had to really train myself and my mind that, for the next 3 days, challenge yourself, that let your no be no. If you don't feel like doing nothing, hey, I don't feel like it, I'm staying in. And that's it. And then another thing that I have to deal with, I over explain myself too much. It's not
I can
because,
relate.
oh, yeah, it's not because, oh, I'm lying or anything. It's just like I feel like I have to go the extra mile, like, to tell you why I can't do this, why I can't be here. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. So I feel like, tell yourself, let your no be no, stop over explaining yourself, and set boundaries. And I feel like if you do that, just test it for the next 3 days and see how it goes. And I feel like if you can master that within just those couple of days, I feel like you can master it for the rest of your life. Because if you could do 3, you could do 5. And if you could do 5, you could do 10. And then, so I feel like that's what I would say.
That's something I need to still work on. I admit I sometimes overcommit I love doing this talk show. I love my media work, but sometimes I book too much and I'm like, I don't want to end up getting burnout. And that's the one thing
Yes.
too. So you have to have a work-life balance. And sometimes you have to say no. I had one guest cancel me twice in a week and they wanted to come on again this week. And I just said, no, we'll have to
Yeah.
reschedule until August because they've done it. They've canceled on me twice in a week. And I have other guests right now booked and they're my first priority. So I'm making them wait till August. And also,
Yes.
and if I don't hear from them, then I move on too.
Yeah, there you go, Chris. Yeah, you have to get to that place where you have to just let your no be no, because you don't want anybody running over you. And because my thing is, what you allow will continue. If you allow someone to keep doing this, they're going to keep doing
Yep,
it because you're
yep.
allowing it. Yep.
Stepping on you, literally
Yep.
stepping on you. And I know what that's like.
Yes. Yes. And it's not a good feeling.
No. By the way, do you work with both women and men? And are your sessions done in person and virtually?
Yes, I work with men and women. I haven't really put up a website or anything like that. But if you would want to work with me, I'm definitely open. You can DM me on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're watching me from. Just DM me, and I would, when I do get my website up, or if you do decide, if you like, hey, I don't want to wait until you get your website up, I can do it virtually. We can do a Zoom meeting or a Zoom call.
What's the best way for our audience to contact you if they're interested in your life coaching sessions? What's the best way of them getting to you?
Okay, yeah. So you can either DM me on Instagram, and that is underscore TIARALASAY underscore, or you can just email me, and my email will be in my Instagram bio.
As we wrap up the show, what is one word to describe yourself and one fun fact? I know you mentioned one fun fact earlier, but just one word to describe yourself that the social media following might not know about you. You have over 2,000 YouTube subscribers and I think 17,000 on TikTok, which is amazing.
Yes. It's been a long journey to get there, Chris. But I was like, when I hit 17, I was like, 17,000 people follow me. I was just like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. It's nothing but his glory. So I would say one word to describe me. Um, I'm like, should I be goofy? Because I would say goofy. Like I'm just so smiles. Like I'm always smiling. I'm always cheesing. But if it was a sense in just being silly, I would say goofy. But if it was something serious, I would just say, I would have to say one word that described me. If it was in this season, I would say faithful. Really, I would say faithful. I would say faithful in this season that I'm in now, just being faithful with everything that I'm doing, like giving it all that I got, trusting God in every season of my life. So just being faithful, trusting the process and being true to what it is God has called me to do. And then on the sense of just me being bubbly, goofy, like YouTube know me because I'm silly, I'm bubbly, I'm just this
Be
smiling
yourself.
person.
Be
Yeah, yeah,
yourself.
yep, that's it. I can. And it was like, that's just me. And then what was the other question, Chris?
One other fun fact that your social media following might not know about yourself.
Fun fact. Let's see.
You
Okay.
mentioned one earlier.
What was it?
I'm trying to remember it. Oh, your
Uh,
name, your name, your name,
oh yeah, yeah, my
your
name.
name.
Yes, yes. So, cause on Instagram it does says Tiara Lachey. Lachey is my middle name. That's my actual middle name. So, like I said, when I was growing up, my whole name is Tiarakatrice Lachey Brown. I always thought Catrice and Lachey was literally both my middle names. But my mom was like, no, Tiarakatrice is your first name. And Lachey middle and Brown's last name. So that will be a fun fact that I don't think a lot of people know, because I don't really go by Tiarakatrice other than on YouTube. I go by Tiarakatrice. But I go by on all my other platforms Tiara Lachey, because I do feel like Tiarakatrice is long, but that is my name. So I feel like that is a fun fact that people don't really know. And when you look at my name, it's literally 2 names in one. So that's a fun fact, I would definitely say. But it's unique. It's unique and different.
We got 2 more comments on YouTube. Jade R.W. Cole says, yes, love that word of the season, faithful. Thank you,
Yes.
Jade, for watching. And Clarence Johnson, who watched on YouTube, has to get going. Says, I have to step away, but I'll be sure to catch the rest later. Nice to meet you, Chris. Congratulations, Tiara. You go, girl.
Absolutely. Thank you. Everyone is so sweet in the comments.
What's next on your bucket list, Tiara? And what's your favorite aspect of summer? Do you like ice cream?
Oh, I do. I love, my favorite would have to be cookies and cream or just plain vanilla. I love, especially, and don't get me started on frozen yogurt. Oh, I love frozen yogurt. I take frozen yogurt and ice cream over a hot summer day anytime.
Hard or soft?
I can say hard.
I like them both, but I give hard better. One of my favorite ice cream. I do some ads for an ice cream shop here in Canada, and my favorite ice cream right now is cake pop or birthday cake.
Ooh.
Cake pop.
Oh.
I'll send you the link to Shaw's ice cream, and it'll tell you what's in cake pop ice cream. It's addicting.
Yes, send it to me. I want to try. Okay, yes, I want to see.
Yes.
That
Oh my
sounds
God.
delicious.
I don't mind. I get free. I get free ice cream for doing some ads for them. So I'm the ice cream guy, and ice cream. Yes, it's not good for my waistline, but it tastes good.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay every now and then. And then you went running this morning. You went. What did you do this morning?
I did a 40-yard run on a football field. The Canadian Football League's Toronto Argonauts are practicing here where I live right now, and I did a 40-yard dash in 8.24 seconds and raised around $300 for our local humane society.
There we go. Look, you worked it off, so it's fine.
My short legs still work. The rest of me is getting shorter, and my waistline's growing.
No, Chris.
So I'm making you laugh. It's better to make the guests laugh than cry.
Yes, yep, you're right. Yes, because I think they would be saying something if I was sitting over here boo-hooing.
And as we wrap this show up in 2 minutes, ask the host CDP a question. Do you have a question to put me on the hot seat as we wrap this up?
When you coming to Texas?
I am hoping maybe in 2027.
Okay.
Hopefully in 2027. But I don't think I'll drive there. It would take about 4 or 5 days from here to get there.
I would not recommend.
Fun fact about me, I've never been on an airplane.
You know what? I was listening to your show last night, and I was like, Chris ain't never been on an airplane.
Now you know. Fun fact about me.
Oh my
God. I'm left-handed.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And I once broke my arm playing baseball, trying to climb the fence like a major league ball player, and it ended up breaking my arm and had it in a cast for 9 months. But it wasn't, and I'm a lefty, and it was my right hand, so I could still go to school and write.
There we go. Look at that. Oh my God. It still stuck, but at least you still had your main hand.
Yes. I wouldn't recommend breaking your arm or breaking anything.
No,
not
please.
Fun. Not fun at all. Hey, finally, Tiara, where can our audience again purchase your book? Any plans for a podcast in the future? And where can our audience follow you on social media? And you already mentioned that you have plans for a website.
Yes, I do. If you are interested in purchasing my book, I actually have 2 autographed copies. Well, one, because I'm going to give Chris one. So I have one autographed copy. If you do want one of the autographed copy, just DM me on Instagram, and we'll just go, message each other, and I can actually ship this off to you tomorrow. But if you want just your personal copy, You can go on Amazon, and of course, like I said, you just put in Tiarakatrice, my first name, and then put The Life Inside Me, and it'll automatically pop up. So if you do want to purchase my book. And as far as podcasts, I had one about a couple of years ago, but I believe that I believe I want to start that podcast back up. I think
You're
I
a
want
natural.
to,
You're a
huh?
natural on camera. You're a natural on camera.
Yeah, so yeah, I thank you, Chris. And I feel like I do. I think I'm gonna rebrand it because it's a different name, but when I did that, I was a little younger then. So I think I'm gonna go in there and rebrand my name and rebrand my, my picture. But I really do want to get back into my podcast. I loved it. I just at that time I wasn't really giving it all that I got, but I feel like where I'm at now, I want to re-enter that season.
I already have a name for your new podcast.
What, Chris? What is it?
The Tiara and Chris Show.
I love it. I love it. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. If
We just
you're
have to
down,
have.
Chris, I'm
Yeah,
down.
I'm down for you. I'm down for you.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, even though we've only known each other for a couple weeks off of Threads, you're a good person, and I'm really appreciate you coming on here tonight and giving us over an hour of your time. I really appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely, Chris. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed myself. This has been the best hour and a half, or whatever time. I wasn't even paying attention to time. It's just been amazing.
It goes fine when you have a great conversation with a great guest. It flies by. And my show, it's about the guests. It's not about me. And it's the guests that get the credit. I've been very, very fortunate. And like I said, I want to say thank you so much and continued success. And you have an open invite to come back on the show again. And if you do start up a podcast in the future, let me know. And I'd love to be a part of it or to
Yes.
help you out or pay it forward.
Yes, absolutely, Chris. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And the sign book, if you want to do it, great. If not, no worries. I'd be happy to support your work.
Yes, thank you, Chris. Thank you.
And final thoughts on this show tonight. Just quick final thoughts.
Yeah, I really, if you have tuned in, I really thank each and every comment. It meant so much. Just having positive, people around, and just being in a place where it's just nothing but laughs and positivity. It's really was such a good, like, your podcast, your TV talk show, Chris, is amazing. I feel like you're doing amazing things, and I just feel like it's only going to go up from here.
Well, thank you so much. And it's mindset and willpower. And you have to believe in yourself. Whatever you do, you have to believe in yourself because you're always going to get the naysayers, skeptics, in some cases, the haters. You just have to block out the noise and always tell people no is a temporary setback. And
Yeah.
sometimes you get told no. Don't take it personally. Use it as a temporary setback. Use it as motivation too.
Yes. Amen. Yes, Chris. Absolutely.
Well, Tiara, give me a little bit of time tonight and I will send you the video, the audio, and some reels and clips. And as we wrap this up, I've got one more comment on here. And this is from Rob Schneider in Buffalo. Great show, Chris, and guest. And he has his own podcast show in Buffalo, New York as well. And he's a really good guy too, Robbie.
Oh, hi, Robbie. Thank you.
And I forgot to mention this to you. Happy birthday. It's a little bit early. Happy birthday. Make sure you have a big piece of cake with some ice cream for me. Vanilla or chocolate? Vanilla or chocolate? Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
Vanilla with strawberry ice cream.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds so good.
And make sure you enjoy your birthday. Happy 26th birthday.
I wish I was turning 26.
Age is just a number, by the way. I'm 54 and I'm cool with it.
You're right.
Age is just a number, but hey, I want to say thank you so much for coming on here. Really appreciate it, and we'll be in touch soon on social media.
Yes, absolutely, Chris. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon, Tiara. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, everyone, that wraps up season 14, episode 19, overall 734 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And I want to say thank you to Tiara Brown, a certified life coach, an author, and a content creator from Fort Worth, Texas, for coming on here tonight. And I have a special announcement to make. The next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by BarryCullen.com, is going to take place on Thursday, July 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern with special guests. It's her second appearance. Her name is Tiffany Sankey. She is an agent in the GTA working with King Realty Company, a luxury brokerage in Toronto. She is a mother, realtor, author with over 10 years of customer service experience. So Tiffany Sankey from King Realtor Company will be on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock to talk a little bit about real estate and the GTA market and some do's and don'ts for first-time home buyers and whether people should buy or rent, and get her thoughts on the economy here in Ontario as well. So Tiffany Sankey will be on tomorrow from King Realty Company as well. And again, thank you to Tiara Brown for coming on here tonight. And as we wrap up the show, guys, again, I want to say thank you to everyone for supporting me for the run for pause today. I did it at Alumni Stadium. I did 40 yards in 8.24 seconds. I want to say thank you to my cousins Terry and Tracy and Kyle, Cipriana's Pizzeria, Nick Small, Ken from the Double Blue Argo Group, everybody in Uda from Pet Value for sponsoring me. And I raised around $300, and I'll be bringing that money into the Cambridge District Humane Society and more. And guess what, guys? I didn't pull a hamstring. I didn't hurt my knee or my foot, and I did it. 54-year-old man. I did 40 yards in 8.24 seconds, and I'm hoping to do this on a yearly basis, and hopefully again next year in Guelph with the Toronto Argonauts. So, and we are going to have Chris Belnovich, the manager of media communications, come on as well. It was originally just a little fun bet between me and Chris, and then I decided to turn into a little bit of a fundraiser for the Cambridge District Humane Society and help out them. They do wonderful work there as well. And if you're looking to adopt a pet, don't shop, adopt. Check out the Cambridge District Humane Society. They're located at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, right across from the Cambridge Center Mall. Or you can call them at 519-623-0022, extension 0. Or you can email them, their website is cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the animals that are up for adoption, they're on cambridgehumanesociety.org. And I muffed up their phone number too, by the way, guys. I will get you the proper number for the Cambridge District Humane Society. Sometimes I have so much on my mind. So the Cambridge District Humane Society, I got the right address. Their website is cambridgehumanesociety.org. You can call them if you're interested in adopting a pet. You have to do it by appointment only. So your best bet is to call them at 519-623-7722. That's 519-623-7722, extension 0. Ask for Kat or Michelle, and they can help you out if you're looking at a pet. And all their profiles and informations are on cambridgehumanesociety.org. Michelle and her staff do a wonderful job getting our furry friends adopted into good homes with good families as well. So at the Cambridge District Humane Society, you can't buy happiness, but you can adopt it as well. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody for sponsoring me for the Run for Pause. And please check out my social media pages for some videos of me and my co-host Nick Small, who did a little run as well. And we've got some content there as well. So everybody who supported this cause, thank you so much. And speaking of the Toronto Argonauts, they're back in action on Saturday, July 17th. What's today, the 15th? So yeah, Saturday, July 18th. Sorry, guys, I got so much on my mind. Saturday, July 18th, the Argos are back in action. The Argos Tiger Cats at 7:30 at Hamilton Stadium. I have a ticket to the game, but I'm not sure I'm going to go yet. And also, the next Argo Bounce podcast show with me and Nick, Sunday, July 19th at 9 p.m. Sunday, July 19th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Nick and I will break down the Argos Tiger Cats game and talk a little bit more about the Run for Paws event today at Alumni Stadium at the University of Guelph. And that is about it, guys. I want to say thank you to my guest, Tiara Brown, an author, content creator, certified life coach from Fort Worth, Texas. And I want to say thank you to you, the audience, watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Instagram, and also to my audience on my audio platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good Pods, and wherever podcasts are available. I really appreciate everyone for watching and listening to this show, and also to Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership for advertising on this show for the last 3.5 years. And if you're a business looking to advertise on here, my prices are competitive and reasonable. You can reach me at cpame19@gmail.com. I'm on 22 platforms, and my YouTube channel is approaching 1 million views, hopefully by the end of the year. And I've already have over 27,400 listeners on Spotify. So if you're looking to advertise your business and company and product on here, you can email me at cpame19@gmail.com. And before we wrap this show up, guys, New Hope Animal Rescue Group. They're located at 4990 Jones Baseline Road in Guelph, Ontario. 519-836-9780, or you can visit their website, newhopeanimalrescuegroup.ca, or email them at nhairrescueguelph@gmail.com. So if you're looking to adopt a cat, please consider the New Hope Animal Rescue Group. They have a couple of cats down at Pet Value at 1005 Paisley Road. Wyatt and Rev, they're a package deal, and they're from New Hope Rescue Group. So if you're looking to adopt a cat, please check out either the Cambridge District Humane Society, where I volunteer, or the New Hope Animal Rescue Group. And again, they're located at 990 Jones Baseline Road in Guelph, or you can call them at 519-836-9780, or visit their website, newhopeanimalrescueguelph.ca. And one of the ladies at Pet Value, she is a part of the New Hope Animal Rescue Group as well. They do wonderful work there as well. And finally, guys, right now at Barry Cullen Chevrolet, you can get a 2020. Finally, at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, I speak too fast sometimes. You can get a $25 Esso and Mobile E gift card with the purchase of an oil change and an eligible vehicle health check. Offer valid from June 1st, 2026 to August 31st, 2026. Book your appointment today at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. So again, you can get a $25 Esso and Mobile E gift card with the purchase of an oil change and an eligible vehicle health check. Again, this offer is only good until August 31st, 2026. You can book your appointment today at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. Call them at 519-824-0210, or you can call them, or you can call them at 519-824-0210, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com, or pop by the dealership at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. And last night, the American League All-Star game took place, and the American League All-Stars won 4-0. Cody Bellinger from the Yankees, the former Dodger, was named MVP. Major League Baseball starts up back Thursday night with one game, and Friday, everybody in Major League Baseball will be playing, including the Blue Jays back in Toronto, and the Tigers will be back playing as well. And as we wrap the show up, guys, today, Detroit Red Wings legend Steve Yzerman is no longer the GM and president of the Detroit Red Wings. I'm not sure if the organization fired him, but he is now going to be a special advisor to Chris Ilitch, the owner of the Red Wings team. So the Detroit Red Wings will be looking for a new GM and president. And Steve Yzerman, in his 7 years in Detroit, his team's never made the playoffs. So sometimes it's not always good to go back home. Look what happened to Joe Dumars at the end with the Pistons. Even though his teams went to 2 NBA finals, he's won a championship. Within 5 years of winning a championship, he was fired. So sometimes it's not always good to go home, and it's a little disappointing because Steve Yzerman is a legend, and we'll see what happens. And they still got to deal with the Dylan Larkin mess, who wants out of Detroit now too. So Steve Yzerman, for some of you guys, just found out now, he's no longer the GM and president of the Red Wings, and he'll be working with Chris Ilitch right now as a special advisor as well. And that is about it, guys. Again, thank you to Tiara Brown, a content creator, an author, and a certified life coach for coming on tonight. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you back here Thursday, July 16th, 7 p.m. with special guest Tiffany Sankey from King Realtor Company in Toronto. Good night, everybody. And again, thank you for watching and listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by yours truly, Chris Palme, and brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership here in Guelph. Good night, everybody.